Over 691,000 people left California last year, and I'm going to venture to guess that the number will be much higher this year as the mass exodus from California escalates to unfathomable levels. All of those people are fleeing the Golden State and relocating to nice, peaceful, red states that value personal liberty and freedom, have low taxes and regulations, a lower cost of living, and where the governors haven't politicized the pandemic, and where businesses and schools are open. Wow, what a dream. But the people of these other states may not be so welcoming if you bring the same crap to their state that got your state into trouble in the first place.
Yeah, people are really worried about all folks like me moving from California.
Yeah.
Worried. They're worried about...
You know what's funny is that we come one, come all. Give me your tired, your poor. Come on to Texas, but you got to understand something.
Yeah.
You're coming here because of low taxes and low regulation, and you want to live your life in liberty and make sure that you can protect yourself and protect your family. And that means you have to vote a certain way. And that's why we kind of are Texas.
Don't turn this place into what you fled.
That's exactly right.
So when you do move from California to Texas, Arizona, Nevada, Tennessee, Idaho, Utah, Georgia, Florida, or any other state, be sure to follow the rules I'm about to give you on this video, and do not, under any circumstances, do any of the things that I'm going to talk about today so that your new neighbors welcome you with open arms. Let's go. What's up, guys? I'm Danny Batsalkin. I've been a real estate broker here in Southern California for over 15 years. I'm also a real estate and business coach, a former attorney, and an entrepreneur. And on this channel, I talk about real estate, business, and finance because my passion and my mission is to help you make great decisions in these areas of your life. And if you're excited about this type of content, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you're the first to know when I release new videos. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram, where I post all kinds of cool business and personal stuff daily. About a month ago, I put out this video. The mass exodus from California continues. 5 reasons to get the F out of Los Angeles, California in 2020. And the response to that video, quite frankly, has been amazing. The video has received over 60,000 views and 1,400 comments, making it by far the most popular video on my channel. And speaking of comments, one of my favorite things to do on this YouTube channel is reading and responding to the comments on my videos. And as I read through the comments on that video, one thing became very clear. People in other states are more than happy to welcome everyone fleeing California as long as they don't bring the same ideology and stupidity to their new state that ran their old state into the ground. Comments like these from people of other states who are not too happy with Californians bringing their nonsense to their state are all over that video. All of those left-wing, liberal, socialist, woke policies and politicians that may have originally sounded great in California ended up causing increased crime, rampant homelessness, mismanagement of the budget, increased taxes and regulations, and during the pandemic, as we know all too well, extended and unnecessary lockdowns and school closures. In all likelihood, the reason that you're leaving California is one of those aforementioned things. And so, on that note, let this video serve as your official guide of what not to do when you get to your new state. First of all, when you get to your new state, don't support any direct tax increases or propositions that are cleverly disguised as tax increases. One of the reasons you're probably leaving California is because of that ridiculous 13.3% state income tax, or maybe it's the highest gas tax in the country, or maybe it's that proposed wealth tax, or the myriad of other high taxes. That's because in California, the politicians' answer to everything is, hey, let's raise taxes. Well, when you get to your new state, don't vote for any of those same tax increases or the politicians that support the tax increases, even if it's just a tax on the wealthy or on corporations. Because remember, folks, a tax increase on the wealthy or a tax increase on corporations is actually a tax increase on everyone. You see, if a company has to pay more in taxes, that means they can't employ as many people, or they have to pay them less. Keep taxes low in your new state. And if you like low taxes, Be sure to hit the like button on this video because I like low taxes as well. Next up, don't support bureaucracy, over-regulation, taxes, or any laws, policies, or politicians that are not business-friendly. Look, California consistently ranks dead last or nearly last in every ranking for business-friendly states. With its high taxes, over-regulation, and terrible labor policies like the ridiculous AB 5 bill, just to name a few things, it has become way too expensive and extremely frustrating to run a business in California. Trust me, I know. Smart companies like Charles Schwab and Tesla, just to name a few, are relocating from California to other states that offer a much more business-friendly environment. Therefore, when you get to your new state, don't even think about supporting anything or anyone that would restrict businesses, that would cause businesses to leave, or that would prevent businesses from coming. Next up, don't vote for any restrictive gun laws or politicians that promote anti-gun laws. I live in California, and during the pandemic, I decided to get a gun. And I quickly found out how restrictive and stupid the gun laws are here in California. They don't accomplish what they're intended to accomplish. The only thing they do is keep guns out of the hands of responsible people, but they don't prevent the bad guys from getting guns.
Don't bring any of that weirdo anti-gun ideology that you all had in your state to Texas. We don't want your universal background checks. We don't want your high-capacity magazine ban. We don't want your assault weapon ban. We don't want your waiting periods. We don't want your gun registry. We don't want your open carry ban. We don't want your concealed carry ban. And we don't want your gun-free zones.
When you move to your new state, don't start supporting the same dumbass gun restrictions and politicians who support gun restrictions. The residents of your new state will thank you. And if you want to thank me, hit that like button, you guys, because believe it or not, when you do that, YouTube shows the video to more people and my message can get spread to more YouTube viewers, and I really appreciate it. Next up, don't vote for any social programs that create a welfare or socialist state at the expense of the hardworking people and companies of the state. And of course, don't vote for any politicians that support the same. Folks, you've all seen how these things work out. In California, a huge percentage of the state's budget is spent on things like crazy pension programs for government employees, layers upon layers of bureaucracy, social programs that actually keep people poor, and the like. My motto is to teach people how to fish so that they can feed themselves for a lifetime. In your new state, support common sense policies and politicians, not expensive programs like the ones instituted in California, which, by the way, don't achieve any objective other than to add unnecessary expenses into state and local budgets. Also, don't complain about the way things are being done in your new state and right away try to impose your own ideology. Those things are probably working. As one of my mentors used to tell me, seek first to understand and then seek to be understood. Again, you moved to this new state for a reason. Take some time to listen and to see what's working and understand what they're doing in that state before you try to get people to see your views and opinions. If something is working in your new state, maybe it's that way for a reason. I'm not saying that you shouldn't try to improve wherever you go if you're into that kind of stuff, but take some time first to understand what they're doing over there that is working, which attracted you to that state in the first place. Okay, I know what you're going to say because this was also all over the comments in my other video. This video probably could have been really short. Basically, I could have just said, vote for Republicans and don't even think about voting for Democrats in your new state. Here's the thing though, I don't think it's that simple. While Republicans today tend to favor the types of things I'm talking about here in this video, and Democrats tend to lean in that overtax, overregulate, overspend, let's maybe try socialism type of way, that may not always be the case. I think it's actually very important and critical to understand what to support and what to vote for, as well as to vote against, and not just which party to support, because over time that may change. Your values, your principles, and your beliefs don't have to. At the end of the day, if we just take a look at history and the examples we've seen from other states and other countries where things like socialism have not worked out so well, it gives us a good example of what not to do here. And by the way, if you like all of those policies and politicians that have gotten those states into trouble and you enjoy the outcome of those things, then just stay where you are. You can't have it both ways, meaning that new state where you're going is attracting you for a reason. Don't go there and it all up. For those of you who have asked, as far as my family is concerned, we are currently looking into other states for a possible relocation. I made this video about the top 5 destinations to go to if you're leaving California. I compared all the policies, the tax programs, and other important laws so that you can see which states rank where. And at the end of that video, I told you my personal top choice, so you may want to check that out as well. Thanks for tuning in today. If you got value from this video, hit that like button and subscribe so that you get notified every time I release a new video. I'll see you on the next video.